Okay, so today we're making stew peas, or it's actually beans, but it's affectionately called um, peas in Jamaica. So it's red kidney beans. All right. I actually soak the beans overnight. That's a norm for us in Jamaica because you want to make sure that it takes a shorter time to cook, so we soak it overnight. I'm going to place this in the pot. And I also have some corned beef and some fresh beef. In Jamaica, this is how we make our stew peas. Um, Something salty, something fresh. I'm actually going to add the corned beef to the peas and cook it together. I'm not adding the beef because I bought the thin cut ones, which is easily to cook. So I'm going to add this to my pot. I'm going to add some onions. Some minced garlic. And some oregano, dried oregano. Crush it. And then I'm going to add some water to cover. I'm going to turn on my flame and allow it to cook until the beans are tender and the meat is tender. And that should take about close to an hour. Okay, about that time now I'm checking. Okay, the beans are cooked. It's about time to put in, I'm gonna put my beef in, my fresh beef. As I mentioned before, it's because it's thin cut. I don't want it to overcook. So now I'm gonna add the rest of my onions. I'm gonna add some salt, teaspoon. The the corned beef has salt in it. That is, I'm just adding a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna allow this to continue to cook for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm going to be adding some spinners because stupid is not complete without our spinners. So I made some dough here, which just like with flour and salt and water, and I need the dough. And then I'm going to be making some spinach. It's another form of dumpling, but this one is used in stews and soup. Okay, so I have the dough here, and I'm making some spinners. small amount. That is our spinners. We're gonna add it to our mixture here. I'm gonna need to add a little bit more water. This is actually a complete meal. It's normally served with rice back home. Most times I just eat it as is because it has everything. So yeah, it's normally served with rice, steamed rice. There's nothing fancy about this spinners. It's just another form of dumpling. Okay. So some Jamaicans add coconut milk to their stew peas, but in my house I have picky eaters and they don't really like I don't mind it. Some of them don't like the coconut milk in the stew pea. So yes, it is allowed. Makes it creamy and gives it a nice flavor. But it's still good. This is very good as is without the coconut milk. But it's preference, what you prefer. If you're making this, you can always add some coconut milk. Okay. When you're gonna taste, make sure it has enough salt. You taste. Also gonna add some black pepper, about a quarter teaspoon or so. You could also add some butter to this. I'm gonna add a little bit more oregano. You're actually seasoning this stew piece to your taste. cover and allow it to cook some more. When I come back, we're going to be adding some thickening to this, or mixture of flour and water, or cornstarch. I normally use cornstarch, but back home we use flour. But I don't want it to be that heavy, so I use cornstarch. So like I said, I was going to make some um, cornstarch, mix some cornstarch with water. I want this to have this thin. I want it to have some more some more body to it, you could say. Remember to taste, make sure it has enough salt and pepper. Like I said, you can season to your taste. If you notice, it's getting thicker. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so we're going to cover and allow it to simmer. Alrighty, we'll come back and check when it's done. Okay, we're done. This is what it looks like. Right, I'm going to serve. Typical Jamaican. Typically serve with rice. Ah, beans, our salted beef, fresh beef, beans, and our spinners. Okay, and I'm going to be adding some vegetable to that. Later here. Some cucumbers. Here I have it. Jamaican stew, peas, and rice. That's it. Thank you for watching.